So in the last couple years, there's really only been two main cards in the premium credit card space: the American Express Platinum card and the Chase Sapphire Reserve. And they're both popular for their own reasons. But with so many details between the two cards, I'm gonna help you by breaking it all down in this video and then giving you some scenarios on which cards you should consider. With that said, let's start with the American Express Platinum card with its $695 annual fee, up from the recent $550. I have videos that go over in depth every part of this video, but we'll go over some of the main things here. This is a card that's offering a sign-up bonus of 125,000 points when you sign up and hit the minimum spend. But if you apply through Resi, you'll also get 10 times points at restaurants, not just in the US, but worldwide, up to $25,000 in spend during your first 6 months, meaning an additional 250,000 points if you can max out that spend. And speaking of spending, you're also getting 5 times points on flights booked directly with airlines or through the Amex portal, 5 times points on prepaid hotels, also through the portal, and 1 times back on everything else. So some very specific categories to earn points on, which is what makes it not really an everyday card. Alright, so that's a lot of points, but how much are these points worth? Well, at a minimum, you could redeem these points at 0.6 cents a point, meaning the 125k bonus has a $750 value, but we can do so much better. You can also redeem points at 1 cent a point for flights through the portal, or 0.7 cents for prepaid hotels, cars, and cruises, but that gets bumped up to 1 cent a point when upgrading with points, or if you're booking hotels through the Fine Hotels and Resorts collection. And in case you didn't know, the Fine Hotels and Resorts collection, or FHR, is a wide variety of hotels that are partnered with American Express that will give you perks like room upgrades, daily breakfast, and an experience credit. These perks are one of the big reasons how I was able to save almost $900 on my 5-day trip to Las Vegas, which I broke down in the video that I'll link above and down below. Then a more unique way to use these points is to then also get the Charles Schwab version of the Platinum card. The added perk of the Schwab version of the card is that you're able to cash out your points at 1.1 cents a point towards eligible Schwab accounts. For comparison, that means the original 125,000 sign-up bonus is valued at $1,375. That said, I think the best way to use American Express membership reward points is to transfer them out to one of their travel partners and then redeem that way. There are a ton of partners you can transfer out to, from different airlines to hotels. I go more in depth on the best redemptions in another video that I'll link around, but you could pretty easily get at least 2 cents a point, if not even 5 cents or more sometimes, when redeeming for long distance, business, or first class travel. In general though, I'd say 2 cents a point is a pretty good estimate to value these points at. Aside from points, a ton of the value from the Platinum card comes from the wide range of credits that American Express values at $1,500. This does make the card harder to use for max value, but if you can use even some of these credits, you could easily make up the annual fee in value and more. Again, my full review covers these perks in depth, but just to quickly go over them, you'll get $200 a year in hotel credit when booking through their portal, $240 in digital entertainment credit, Walmart credit, Uber Cash, airline fee credit, $300 at Equinox, Saks Fifth credit, and Clear credit. And as for other benefits and perks from the card, you can get lounge access through Priority Pass and Centurion lounges, and even Delta Sky Club and Lufthansa in certain cases, access to the Fine Hotel and Resorts collection like we talked about earlier, premium status at Marriott and Hilton hotel chains, as well as rental car companies, and protections for travel and everyday purchases, including purchase and return protection. By now, you can probably tell why some people call this card like a coupon book card, because of the wide variety of different perks that it has. But how does it stack up to the $550 annual fee Chase Sapphire Reserve card? Well, this card has a sign-up bonus of 50,000 points after you hit minimum spend, which is actually a lot easier to get value out of compared to the American Express Platinum card. And that's equally true with the point multipliers you get when spending with the card, because you'll get 5 times points on flights through the portal, 10 times points on hotels and car rentals through the portal, 3 times on all other travel worldwide, 10 times when going through Chase dining, 3 times on other dining, including delivery, and 1 times points on everything else. As you can probably see, these categories are much more useful than the Platinum card. And with the Reserve, points are worth at least a minimum of 1 cent per point because you can just redeem for cashback at that rate. What's more is that you can redeem these points at 1.5 cents a point when redeeming for travel through the portal or through their Pay Yourself Back program, which includes Airbnb, away travel, and dining, which is the key category. So far, this is only through March of 2022, and no one knows what's going to happen after that, but more likely than not, they'll probably either renew it or have other categories that are equally useful. And just like American Express, Chase also lets you transfer points out to one of their travel partners, which is where you'll get the higher redemption value. Here, I'd also estimate the value at about 2 cents a point when redeeming for different types of travel. But unlike the Platinum card, this card does not come with all the different types of credits. The only credit it really has is $300 annually for travel credit, but it's much easier to use because it would get triggered on any type of travel from flights and hotels to your local Uber ride. Other small credits that do come with the card though include extra points for Lyft and Lyft membership, DoorDash subscriptions, and some Peloton points. On the travel and purchase protection front, it pretty much has most of the coverage that the Platinum card has, with some slight differences, like the return protection being $500 an item instead of $300 an item on the Platinum card. Apart from that, this card does have lounge access through Priority Pass, but it includes restaurants in the Priority Pass network, where the American Express Platinum one does not. Though that's all the lounge access you get. You won't get the Centurion lounges, Delta, and Lufthansa ones that you could get from the Platinum card. So which card is right for you? Let's compare. I think the overall theme for the cards is that the American Express Platinum card is much harder to use with all the different perks and benefits, but has a much higher potential value if you're able to use them. Whereas the Chase Sapphire Reserve is a better everyday card, a simpler card, and much easier to get good value out of without too much extra work. For example, you have to book specific types of travel through the portal in order to even get 1 cent a point of value for American Express. But on the Chase side, it's a minimum of 1 cent a point because you can redeem for regular statement credit, but you'll also get 1.5 cents a point when redeeming for travel through their portal. If you're not into maximizing point value by transferring out to partners, looking at best sweet spot redemptions and all that, and you just want to use your points for dollar value through the portal, then the Chase Sapphire Reserve is better for that. Also, the Reserve gives you much better ways of earning points on different types of everyday categories compared to what the Platinum has. In fact, Chase does let you pool points together, and they have awesome cards like the Freedom Unlimited and the Freedom Flex that will broaden the categories that you can earn a lot of points from too. This is also true on the American Express side with the American Express Gold card, for example, but that card still has a pretty high annual fee and there's not as much variety. Then having premium status at hotel chains like Marriott and Hilton, as well as rental car companies, a wider range of transfer partners, and more lounge access does make American Express Platinum the better international travel card. And what's better is that a lot of the times, American Express will offer bonuses. For example, a 30% bonus when you transfer points to one of their partners. And also having status when you're traveling abroad internationally is a lot more useful because not many international cards will give you premium status. So you're not competing with many other people when you're traveling internationally for different upgrades. On the other hand, Chase lets you transfer points over to Hyatt, which lets you get pretty good redemption values when you're traveling domestically. Next, if you're overall a pretty high spender, you may want to consider the American Express Platinum card, even just based on the offers. If we take a look at Chase, most of the offers are things like everyday chains and cap out at a few dollars of benefit. But for American Express, offers include getting hundreds of dollars back at higher end chains. In my experience, Amex is also better at giving value to their customers. For example, getting hundreds of dollars in credits at places like Best Buy, Dell, and Home Depot, to wireless credit, and so much more. And if you're a really high spender, the Platinum card is a charge card, so it has no set spending limit. So you could potentially charge, say, like $50,000 on it for like a car purchase if you really wanted to. Now, what about customer service? that definitely goes to American Express. Amex customer service is top-notch with 24/7 live chat with a real person that will solve issues and answer questions quickly, which is a huge plus. On top of that, they regularly give out retention offers like 50,000 points or $550 for people to keep their card another year. Personally, I've gotten 2 retention offers over my 3 to 4 years with the card. On the other hand, Chase basically never gives these out, and in the rare occasion that it has, it's only been about $100 or so. About the sign-up bonuses, note that American Express has a once in a lifetime per product policy, whereas on the Chase side, for Chase Sapphire cards, you're able to get 1 bonus every 48 months. So keep that in mind too. So if you're a high spender, a world traveler, or able to use a lot of different types of credits, then the American Express Platinum card is right for you. If you want a simpler card with easier to use value, then you may want to consider the Chase Sapphire Reserve being the card for you. On that note, you could also consider the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, which has a lot of the similar benefits, including transferring to travel partners, but for a much lower $95 annual fee. That said, there has been a new competitor onto the premium credit card space that has been doing pretty well, which would be the Capital One Venture X card, offering 100,000 in points for signing up and a ton more to offer. So check out this video where I break it all down and give it a full review. If you've watched to this point, thank you so much. I hope this helps your decision, and I'll see you in the next one.